Hello friends, students and my dear viewers. Myself Dr. Irfan, Faculty of Commerce. Today I am going to discuss about the code of conduct for merchant bankers. Why the code of conduct is required for merchant bankers. Okay, one by one we will discuss. The first one, make all efforts to protect the interest of the investors. The first code of conduct for merchant bankers is you should take care interest about the investors. Why? If you are take care about the interest of the investors, automatically the investors will help to grow your respective business. That's why here the investors are God for in our respective merchant bankers. Okay, that's why here the merchant bankers always they are respecting to the investors and they are take care, they are solving the problems first of the investors. Second one is maintain high standards of integrity, dignity and fairness in conduct of business. Okay, these three words are very important role play in the respective merchant banker. First one is high standard of integrity. Yes, integrity is very important. Okay, faith is very important. Next one is dignity. Okay, you should maintain your dignity, you should respect yourself. After that, fairness. Okay, don't cheat the respective investors. Okay, these are the three important words we are using in the respective code of conduct. Integrity, dignity and fairness is conduct of business. Third one is fulfill the obligations in prompt, ethical and professional manner. Okay, you should fulfill the obligations towards the investors, towards the company through prompt. Okay, don't move for a lie. Okay, you should have a promptness, ethical. Okay, don't do unethical activities in a respective securities market. After that, professional manner, you should respect, you should go through that the professionally. Okay, bold we are called. Okay, next one is at all times exercise due diligence. Okay, in all times you should exercise in the respect to diligence. Diligence means here we can move for the ethical issues. Next one is ensure proper care and exercise independent professional judgment. Okay, merchant banker always they will care properly about the investors. After that, exercise independently according to the professional judgments. Next one is ensure adequate and timely disclosures. Okay, always the merchant bankers they will take very less time and they are providing quick service to the respective investors. Next one is ensure providing true and fair information to the investors and all other concerns. When you are getting investors, on that time you should have a transparency. Transparency means here you should provide true information about the securities, shares, debentures, like that. After that, you should provide a fair information to the investors. Why? Investors will make a faith about the respective merchant bankers. That's why they are take care about the true and fair information to the investors. Here the merchant banker always providing information, correct information to the investors. Next one is not to discriminate the investors. Don't cheat, don't discriminate the investors, because investors are god of the particular securities market. Next one is not to misrepresent to anybody. Misrepresent, it means here the SEBI's, you should follow the SEBI's guidelines. Okay, SEBI is providing different guideline and you are showing different. That is called a misrepresent. You should present in a good manner. Don't misrepresent the respective activities. Next one is avoid conflict of interest. Interest means here, if you are the portfolio manager, on that time you should provide a correct information in front of the investors. Here you should avoid to the conflict of the interest. Okay, you are telling that 5% we are providing, but you are providing only 2%. Okay, on that time you should avoid always conflict of the interest. Why? Because investors, why they are investing the capital? Because they need a return. On that time you should clarify first in the interest. Next one is render best possible advice to clients always. Okay, if you are the portfolio manager, if you are the manager, if you are the merchant banker, on that time always you should think about the good return to the respective client. Always advise good opinion, good suggestions towards the clients. Next one is maintain secrecy of clients where it is essential. Okay, transparency means here you are telling all internal, external, all the activities. No, here sometime you should maintain a secrecy because every businessman cannot declare or disclose the strengths, weaknesses, profit every time. On that time they are maintaining secrecies. On that time, sometime if you are a merchant banker, you should maintain a secrecy when is essential, not a every time, when is essential. Next one is not to indulge in unfair competition. Okay, on that time a merchant banker should take care about the unfair competition. Okay, for example, in the market somebody's are providing different interest rate and you are providing different interest rate. On that time if they are comparing, investors always comparing the where I am getting a good return. On that time if investors are getting a unfair competition from your particular bank, on that time they will not engage in the next activities. Next one is maintain arm's length between merchant banker activity and other activities. Always arm length, it means here merchant banker always they are take care about the interest of the investors activity. Next one is maintain appropriate knowledge and competency. Merchant banker always they are providing good knowledge, good competency towards the clients. Next, always abide by the regularity norms. Okay, sometime your regulations are not implemented. On that time you should avoid. When is necessary, on that time you should follow the regulations. When is not necessary, on that time you can't disclose your respective regulations. Next one is provide adequate freedom to the compliance officer. Okay, on that time merchant banker should provide the adequate freedom. Or adequate freedom means here you should provide a good, you should provide a particular compliance, you should provide a adequate freedom to the compliance officer. Compliance means here who is taking a complaint from the client. On that time compliance officer getting a more authority to take care about the clients some issues. Next one is develop internal codes of conduct for internal operations. Always merchant banker will conduct a internal codes of conduct for the internal operations. Here not disclosed to the external. Why? Because of you are moving for the internal. Next one is put in place good corporate and corporate governance policies. Always you should put a good cooperative governance or corporate governance policies. Why? So many investors they are thinking about what type of governance policies are available in this respective securities. On that time if you are providing good governance policies towards the clients, automatically the clients will help, they are happy with the respective activity. Next one is, merchant banker must issue market not to associate it with any business other than that of securities market, exemption being a bank PFI. Okay, always merchant banker first you should issue the market with the associated with the business other than, you should make it securities market. Next one is, maintains of proper books and records for a minimum period of 5 years. Okay, merchant banker always maintain a proper books. It means here ledger, it means here profit and loss account, trial balance, balance sheet, and records for a minimum 5 years. Okay, here you should maintain a minimum 5 years records. Why? Somebody is asking, just show me your proper books and records. On that time you should provide all the information about the merchant banker. Next one is, furnish financial papers to SEBI every year. Okay, merchant banker should submit every year transactions, every year profit and loss account, every year trial balance to the respective SEBI. Why? To furnish, to check out either this is a good thing, either this is a good or bad. They are providing all those activities. Next one is, furnish unaudited financial papers half yearly. Okay, here every half yearly you should audit the respective financial papers. After that, one of the merchant bankers shall work as a lead manager to the issue. On that time, what is size of the issue? Less than 50 crores, maximum 2 lead managers required. Minimum 50, less than 100 crores, you required 3 lead managers. Next, 100 to less than 200 crores, you required 4 lead managers. 200 crores to less than 400 crores, on that we required 5 lead managers. After that, above 4 crores, you required 5 or more lead managers according to the SEBI. Okay, these are the main activities, are the code of conduct for merchant bankers. Okay, if you like, please subscribe our channel and you should share your respective group. Thank you. We will visit next.